Hello everyone, welcome to Lukmaan IAS. In today's DTRS session, we are going to discuss 10 important MCQs from current affairs. And the topics that are selected from one of the best topics from newspaper on that day. So it is very important for you to attend these sessions on a regular basis so that you get a crux about the type of questions that are asked by UPSC. And today in today's DTRS session, we are going to discuss a quotation, right, which is going to help you to solve a question in the essay paper or in the ethics paper also, right. So let us quickly go through the quotation, and before that, this is the lead article for today. So today we are going to understand about Ramappa temple. So this temple is in news, and we will understand why this temple is in news, right? And as you know, temples are part of, let's say, art and architecture. So it is part of art and culture, right? It's a visual form of art. So we will understand about it in detail today. Now, this is the quotation that I wanted to talk to you about. So this quotation says that there was no before the beginning of the universe, because once upon a time there was no time. Okay, so now this quotation may seem to be very difficult for many of you to understand, right? What is the crux of this thing? So to understand about the crux of this particular quotation, you need to understand about how the universe began. So for that, you can read about multiple theories, different theories that are available, right? And those theories that talk about how the universe has started. So one of the most accepted and widely recognized theory is the Big Bang theory. So Big Bang theory says, let's say there was a small mass, very small, very high density, and all of a sudden explosion has happened, and after then let's say the material has expanded, and that has led to the evolution of the universe, right? But this particular article, let's say this particular quotation talks something beyond that also. It says that there was no before the beginning of the universe. Means, like, if someone asks what was there before the beginning of the universe, before the universe has started, what was there? So he says there was nothing before the beginning of the universe, right? And he says because there once upon a time, right, there was no time at all, because, like, time and space, they are relative to one another. If you have studied about Einstein's theories of relativity, the special theory of relativity, general theory of relativity, they talk about, let's say, like, relativity of time as well. Okay, so this quotation is very deep, let's say it has a deep meaning, and so someone from science and technology field would be able to understand it. But there is a possibility that UPSC may ask a direct question in the essay paper from such quotations. So it is very important for you to keep a note of these quotations and understand what is the crux of such quotations. All right. So with this, we will now see the list of articles that are, let's say, that are important for today's DTRS session. So this is the first topic that says Ramappa temple. We will understand about Ramappa temple, and this topic is important under art and culture. Then we have another topic. It says high energy stereoscopic system or HESS observatory. So this is a topic from science and technology. Then we are going to understand about authorized economic operator program. So this is a topic which is important generally under Indian economy, but it is connected with international economic system. We will understand about that. Then we will understand about a global engagement scheme. So this particular scheme is part of, let's say Ministry of Culture. So we will discuss about this scheme. We will discuss about various let's say components of this scheme as well. And so we will discuss about personalities in news. So we will talk about a prominent personality who is considered to be an unsung hero of the freedom struggle, right? So we will understand about him. Then we will understand about this keyword which is in news, RS-28 Samrat. So before we begin the discussion, let me tell you, this is an intercontinental ballistic missile. We'll understand through the question which country has developed this missile, what is the capacity of this missile, we'll understand about this. So this is a part of defense technology. And then we are going to discuss about an exercise which is exercise Sinbax. So this is a kind of joint military exercise between two nations, bilateral exercise. We will understand which countries are involved in this thing. Then we are going to discuss about Urban Infrastructure Development Fund. Okay, so this is a topic which is important under, let's say, government schemes. Then we are going to discuss about DNA fingerprinting and diagnostics. Center for DNA fingerprinting and diagnostics, which is CDFD. We'll discuss under which body it comes, and we'll also discuss why it is in news. Then finally we'll discuss about places in news, places like Aleppo, Latakia and Idlib. These are in news. We'll understand in which country they are located. Okay, so today's, let's say, DTRS is going to be packed with lot of information from different subjects, be it art and culture, Indian economy, be it science and technology, be it places in news, and let's say defense technology, etc. Right? So they are going to help you to qualify the prelims exam. So the question that you see on the right side of the screen, they are previous year question of UPSC. So question is given, its answer is also given. So the question that we have framed is over here. So this question is similar to the previous year question. This is given for your reference so that you can connect the standard of questions that are being framed by Lukmaan IAS. All right. So the first question, it says, with reference to Ramappa temple, we are talking about a temple, so this is important under art and culture. They have given three statements. First statement says it is located in Telangana, also known as Rudreshwara temple. This statement is right, perfectly okay. Second, it says it is the first structure in India to be inscribed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So this statement is wrong, because before Ramappa temple was inscribed in the UNESCO World Heritage Site, right, there were other places also that have been inscribed in India. So this statement is wrong, right? But the thing is, it has some unique floating bricks used for construction. The second half of this statement is correct, first half is wrong. So overall, this statement is wrong, all right? Third statement says the temple belongs to the Chola dynasty, but this temple belongs to Kakatiya dynasty. Which dynasty? Kakatiya dynasty. All right. So this statement is also wrong. Correct answer is option A. You can learn more about this through the explanation that we are going to share. So in this file itself, we have given a detailed explanation. You can download this file right from the description of this YouTube video, and you can go through it, right, to understand in detail about Ramappa temple, and you will understand about what is UNESCO World Heritage Site, right, how many sites from India are there in the list of UNESCO World Heritage Site. You will understand in detail about Kakatiya dynasty as well. Okay, so this is the temple that we are talking about. So center has approved. Why it is in news? Because the central government has approved 141 crore loans for development of Ramappa circuit and let's say Somasila retreat. Okay, so like this temple circuit will be developed for tourism purposes. So government of India has allocated 141 crore rupees for this. Now let us talk about another question. This question is important under science and technology section. All right. So it says, consider the following statements about high energy stereoscopic system. Okay, high energy stereoscopic system. So basically related to this question, we have been given how many statements? Only two statements are given, right? So you need to read both these statements one by one. So this statement says it is an array of Cherenkov telescopes located in South Africa. This statement is right. So whenever we are talking about observatory, right, in general in science and technology, observatory is something from where you see the stars, from where you see the universe, right? It is a kind of, it has telescopes. Telescope is kind of big size binocular using which like you see far distant things. So using telescope you see, let's say, stars, you see planets and all. So this particular telescope, which is high energy stereoscopic telescope, it is located in let's say Chernobyl, it is in South Africa, and then it is operated by a collaboration of more than 260 scientists from about 40 scientific institutions and 13 different countries. Okay, both these statements are correct. Okay, both these statements are correct. Okay, why this particular topic is in news? It is in news because scientists at this particular observatory in Namibia have found that most energetic cosmic rays ever detected, reaching up to 40 tera electron volts. Okay, so they have detected, let's say, very high energy cosmic rays. So that's why it is in news. Okay, what do we know about the highest energy cosmic rays discovered recently? Okay, so an article was there in Indian Express, okay, sorry, Times of India, and maybe let's say in other newspapers also. So that's why we framed this question. Now let us move to the next question. This is question number 3 for us. It says, consider the following statements about authorized economic operator program. Okay, authorized economic operator program. So you can consider this to be a part. Okay, this is a kind of program. So it is an international program. Okay, it was recently conducted, a workshop was conducted related to this program in India. So that's why it is in news. But the agency which is associated with this particular program is, this agency is not World Intellectual Property Organization. Okay, this agency is known as, let's say, World Customs Organization. So it says it is a program under the aegis of the World Intellectual Property Organization. No, it is under World Customs Organization. World Customs Organization. It aims to enhance international supply chain security and facilitate movement of legitimate goods. Okay. So basically what happens, whenever countries are involved in cross-border, right, cross-border trade or international trade, so goods have to be shipped outside the country and they have to be imported inside the country, and generally it happens through the sea routes. Majority of the goods pass through the sea routes. Some of the goods, let's say, also pass through the flights as well. But let's say, for the international trade, there are, let's say, supply chain mechanisms that are in place to provide security to the supply chain, right, for the legitimate goods, right. This program has been established by World Customs Organization. All right. So India has conducted a kind of 2-day global seminar or 2-day seminar in India, and it was conducted by Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs, which is CBIC, Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs. Okay, in short it is known as CBIC. So only second statement is correct, which is option B in this case. So this is the news article, it was there in the Press Information Bureau. Now let us move to the next topic. Which topic? Question number 4. Let us go through this topic. It says, consider the following statements about global engagement scheme. Which scheme? We are talking about global engagement scheme, and related to this scheme they have given 2 statements. The first statement says it is implemented by the Ministry of External Affairs. This statement is wrong because it is implemented by the Ministry of Culture. Which ministry? Ministry of Culture. And this scheme provides financial assistance for participation in the international conferences, seminars and workshops abroad. Okay. So Ministry of Culture actually, let's say, provides financial assistance to those organizations, to those individuals who participate in cultural seminars abroad, outside India. Okay, all the financial expenses are met by the Ministry of Culture. So this is the thing. So this is a kind of outreach program from the part of Ministry of Culture, because let's say it is for development of soft power or cultural diplomacy. Okay, this is the thing. So promotion of Indian folk culture in foreign countries. Now let us talk about another question, which is question number 5. Alright, so we will quickly go through this question. In this question, basically they have given details about a personality, an important personality who was part of the freedom struggle. However, this personality is not known widely, and that's why he is considered to be an unsung hero of the freedom struggle. Alright, so here they have talked about that he was an alumnus of Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College that later became the Aligarh Muslim University. Later he served as the president of the Provisional Government of India, which served as the Indian government in exile during the World War I from Kabul in 1915. Which of the following personalities is being described in the above paragraph? Okay, so here they have given few important information. Is that he was an alumnus of Aligarh Muslim University, which was earlier known as Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College, and he also became the president of the Provisional Government of India, the government which was in exile. Okay, so he was Raja Mahendra Pratap. Who? Raja Mahendra Pratap. Okay, so he was recently, I mean, like, you know, a university or a college has been established which was inaugurated by the Prime Minister of India in Aligarh. Okay, in Aligarh, that's the thing. So the Vice President of India has also talked about him highly, that Indian history has been manipulated and doctored, says Jagdeep Dhankar. Now let us talk about another question, which is question number 6. Alright, question number 6. What it says, consider the following statements about RS-28 Samrat. What? RS-28 Samrat. So this is a term which is in news, and you need to give special attention to such terms which are in news. Why? Because they are unique in nature, and if you understand what is this term, if a question comes, you will be able to directly solve. They are the most easiest question if you have gone through it. If you have not gone through it, you should not attempt it in the paper, otherwise you are going to make an incorrect, let's say, assumption or guess. So it says it is a liquid fueled intercontinental ballistic missile developed by USA. In this statement, everything is correct except the name of the country. So this is developed by Russia. Which country? This is developed by Russia. Alright. Then it has a launch weight of 208.1 metric tons. This statement is right. It is a 3-stage liquid fueled missile with a range of 18,000 km. This is also right. So correct answer is statement 2 and 3. Option B is the right answer. Which option? Option B is the right answer. Now let us quickly move to the next question. Okay, so this is the missile. It is an intercontinental ballistic missile. It is liquid fueled international ballistic missile. It is also known by another name which is known as Saturn II. Saturn II. Okay, it has a nuclear arsenal also. It is developed by Russia. Okay, so this missile is in news. Now let us talk about another question. Question number 7. Okay, it says, consider the following statements about exercise Sinbacks. Which exercise? Exercise Sinbacks. It says it is conducted between the Indian Army and the USA Army. This statement is wrong, because it is conducted between the Indian Army and Cambodian Army. Okay, Cambodian Army. Cambodia is a country in South Asia, right, or Southeast Asia. It is aimed to conduct a joint counter-terrorism operation. This statement is right. Correct answer is option B. Only second statement is correct. Okay, only second statement is correct. Now let us move to the next question. Question number 8. Okay, let us move to this question. What it says, consider the following statements about Urban Infrastructure Development Fund. Okay, Urban Infrastructure Development Fund. There are two statements. The first statement says it was established through the use of priority sector lending shortfall. This statement is right. Basically, let's say like the Reserve Bank of India has released norms. According to the Reserve Bank of India norm, all the banks, whether they are public sector bank, private sector bank, scheduled commercial banks, or let's say like other kind of banks. So banks have a responsibility to lend to the priority sector. What are priority sector? Those sectors that need to be developed further. For example, let's say like priority sector includes education, priority sector includes, let's say, giving loans to the farmers, priority sector includes, let's say like giving loans to MSMEs, etc. So around 40% of overall lending that a bank does should go to the priority sector. However, if banks do not lend to the priority sector, whatever shortfall is there, using that, the government of India has created this fund, which is Urban Infrastructure Development Fund. Okay, and this fund is managed not by the Ministry of Rural Development, but there is a specific body. Okay, there is a specific body which manages this particular fund, and this is question number 8. Let me talk about the name of the body correctly. So this body is known as National Housing Bank. Okay, this body is known as NHB, National Housing Bank. So this bank will manage this fund, okay, for urban infrastructure development. So establishment of Urban Infrastructure Development Fund, okay, so like National Housing, National Housing Bank has been given the responsibility related to it. Now let us talk about another question, which is question number 9, with reference to Center for DNA Fingerprinting and Diagnostics, okay, Center for DNA Fingerprinting and Diagnostics. This particular center actually comes under the Department of Biotechnology, under Ministry of Science and Technology. So it does not operate under the Indian Council of Medical Research. So first statement is wrong. It operates under Department of Biotechnology. It operates under Department of Biotechnology under Ministry of Science and Technology. It provides DNA based investigative services to the police, the judiciary and hospitals that offer organ transplant procedures. So second statement is correct. Option B is right in this question. Now let us talk about another question, which is question number 10. Okay, question number 10. Let's discuss about this question. What it says, Aleppo, Latakia and Idlib. Okay, with what? Aleppo, Latakia and Idlib. Seen in the news recently, due to ongoing civil unrest, is located in which of the following countries? So these are the places that are in news. This Aleppo is a city in Syria, Idlib is a city in Syria, and this Latakia, it is a port city in Syria. Okay, it is a port city in Syria. It is located in the western part of Syria. So correct answer is Syria, option C. Alright, so we will quickly see the map also. You see, this is Latakia, this is Aleppo, this is Idlib. So all these places, they are located in Syria. This is the name of the country, Syria. Okay, so that's the thing. So with this, we have discussed all the important MCQs today, and Lukmaan IAS is running an essay year-long test series program. If you want to improve your marks in essay, right, you should join this program, because this program will be totally seen after by S. Ansari sir, who is an expert in essay. He is an expert in, let's say, public administration as well, in polity, ethics, right? So you can join this particular thing. And also we are going to conduct all India prelims mock tests. So AIPMT 1 and 2 have been conducted, right? Next test is going to be conducted on 29th of December. You can join, and you can attend the previous test also that have already been conducted. Alright, so many of our question directly comes in the paper, right? So that's all from my side for the day. Thank you everyone for attending today's session. I hope you have a good day ahead. Thank you.